He said to me कि अगर आनंद बैनर्जी ने स्टोरी नहीं बताई तो पूरी फिल्म में आनंद भाई की आवाज ही सुनाई नहीं देगी. Now that is the genius. And then he asked me a question. And what is our film about?
Yeah.
I said, my God, Raju. Yes, yes, yes.
So welcome everybody. This is Abhishek from Mumbai Talkies Entertainment. And today we have with us very special guest. He is someone who is a veteran in the industry and who has worked in numerous films and TV shows over the years. His career spans around almost 40 years now. Mr. Yatin Karyekar, sir. Sir, welcome to our show. Welcome to our channel.
Thank you, Abhishek ji.
Thank you, sir. Sir, first of all, I want to ask you that, sir, how did you pull off that role in Munna Bhai MBBS of Anand, if I'm not wrong? How were you able to manage to pull off that role? Because, you know, as an actor, an actor's weapons are like their body and their gestures, and you had so much restrictions on you. Like you were an ill person, you had to be on a wheelchair. So how did you manage to pull off that role?
Well, thank you very much. One, for appreciating my work. And secondly, this is something which I hold very close to my heart, actually, the role of Anand Bhai. When I was narrated the whole story, after a lot of cajoling from my side, because they were not ready to divulge the whole story. They just wanted me to play my part, and they just wanted to tell me my part. But then of course, Rajkumar, Hirani ji, and his staff are friends. I mean, we have been friends before Munna Bhai MBBS. We have worked together in a number of ad films and many other van publicity films or docudramas. So we were friends, and I spoke in bits and parts with everybody, with Raju ji, with Didi, with Suman, and Raju Mapuskar. So, and I got the whole story, in bits and parts. And when I saw I came to know about the whole story, it struck me very hard.
Yeah.
I said, my God, Raju has written a masterpiece. I mean, and come to think of it, actually, the scene where Anand Bhai narrates the whole story, the end of the story, what happened later. That was written later. It was not in the original script.
Okay.
It was not in the original script. But and in fact, I was actually called for the role of a doctor.
Okay.
To play one of the doctors who coach him before that final exam, before Zahir dies.
Yeah.
So one of those doctors who coaches him. So I was called for that.
Okay.
And when I got the piece of paper which had the dialogues on it, and I said, ये कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, please यार, इसके आगे पीछे क्या होता है, कुछ तो बताओ. So when Suman narrated it to me, I was hooked, and I said, नहीं, इसका तो पूरा, I need a full script. So then I spoke to Didi, then I spoke to Raju Mapuskar, who was Raju Hirani's chief assistant.
Yeah.
But he also asked me the same question कि यार उसके लिए उसमें तो dialogue नहीं है. There are no dialogues for it. I said,
that's what makes the role so special, sir.
That is, I said, that is my challenge as an actor. I want to portray a character who has no dialogues and yet be a successful part of the whole story.
Yeah.
And individually be successful as an actor as well, So that's how it happened, and the rest is all Raju's doing. Rajkumar Hirani's doing. I mean, I was there just sitting there and staring blankly into nothing, nothingness.
So I just want to add that you added so much emotion to that whole context of the movie. I was young, very young when I saw that movie, and it appealed to me a lot. So I can understand how others would have also felt when they watched the movie for the first time. Moving on,
Yes,
so
yes.
yeah, moving
No,
on,
I
so I
said
wanted,
I just wanted to add that it is all Rajkumar Hirani is doing,
okay,
and the whole film was in his head, and there was a storyboard, a huge, big storyboard,
yeah,
but we were not allowed to touch it. Suman never allowed us to see. Neither did she allow any of the actors to see.
yeah,
Only the DOP and the director and maybe the producer were allowed to see the storyboard. But the 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 feeling of the film, what Rajkumar Hirani wanted to us characters to portray. Actually, I can easily compare a good film to a good painting. It
yeah,
is the director is the painter. We are just the brushes or the colors or the canvas. The camera is the canvas. So we might be the brush, or the editing might be the brush, and we actors are the colors. The makeup people are the colors. The assistant
yeah,
directors are the colors. The costume are the colors. The setting is the color. These are different colors with which a a masterpiece is made on canvas.
yeah.
So that's how Rajkumar Hirani is a master. He's a genius. Rajkumar Hirani is a genius. That's the one line of it.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
that's how he saw the whole film in his mind. And there was one scene. You remember the scene where Munna Bhai calls for the barber and shaves off my beard and says,
Yeah.
"अरे
Yeah.
सब नर्स लोग की तो वाट लगने वाली है."
Yeah. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
had just shot the film. We had finished that scene, and we were. I was just lazing around on the sets, because I love being on sets.
Hmm.
So Raju came up to me and Raju said कि यार तेरे लिए एक सीन लिखा है. मैंने बोला, I said मेरे लिए क्या? अरे यार राजू पागल हो गया है तू. मत ना खिंच जाएगी फिल्म. क्या करेगा तू? क्या स्टोरी बता के नहीं. He was very see the genius of that person. Now see the genius of that person.
Yeah.
He said to me कि अगर आनंद बैनर्जी ने स्टोरी नहीं बताई तो पूरी फिल्म में आनंद भाई की आवाज ही सुनाई नहीं देगी. Now that is the genius. And then he asked me a question. And what is our film about?
Yeah.
I said, my God, Raju, yes, yes, yes. It needs to be it needs to be Anand Bhai who tells the story. That is true.
Yeah.
No? That's how he thinks. He's a brilliant man. And so I say, and I will always say, my career, my Anand Bhai was created by Rajkumar Hirani.
So that's just the modest person speaking speaking in you.
Right.
You were also there portraying that role. So let's say that both share
Abhishek
the
ji,
credit.
I'm not being honest. I'm not being modest. I'm being honest.
Okay, sir. So moving on, you talked about Rajkumar Hirani, sir. You have also worked with Sanjay Leela Bhansali, sir, on Bajirao Mastani. And you have also worked with someone like Abhay Thakur in Enigma. So what
Yes.
does separate these three directors from each other?
Well, nice question. It's basically see on sets. It's the for me as an actor on sets. The director is the captain of the ship, which he will always be.
Yeah.
And since he's the captain of the ship, he is the one who gives directions to everybody, not just the actors, but the camera, the makeup guy, the costume, the setting. Anyone present on the set needs to take instructions from that one person. He's the OPC, what do you
Yeah.
call, 1 point, whatever the
One
jargon,
point connector.
business 1 point connector, correct,
Yeah.
wo PC. So he, now when it comes to these varied people, like you have Rajkumar, Hirani, you have Sanjay Leela Bhansali, you have Abhay Thakur. These people have a way of explaining it to the artist, and these are different, these are person specific.
Yeah.
The attitude of that person, Rajkumar Hirani's attitude, उनके सेट पे ऐसे लगता ही नहीं था कि शूटिंग हो रही है. वी नेवर थॉट, अरे आराम से मस्त चल रहा है कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. which was completely contrary to uh, uh, um, Sanjay ji's. Sanjay ji
Yeah.
is again a genius. He knows everything. He knows. He understands camera. He understands editing. He understands how to communicate with an actor so that he'll get the best out of that actor as well. So he has, but then he expects everybody to be on the same page as himself. That is slightly, that is the only area which is slightly gray with Sanjay ji, because what happens is, anyways, people are scared. I mean, scared that they are working with Sanjay Leela Bhansali,
Yeah.
and at a point where he flares up, my God, everybody then
He can
just,
be a little
it's
intimidating.
absolutely intimidating.
Yeah.
भागो यहाँ से भाई, सामने इनके खड़े मत रहो.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I will definitely say that happens because he wants people to think on their feet.
Yeah.
If he wants that certain emotion, वो तो मतलब बाल की खाल निकालने वाला आदमी है. इतनी छोटी छोटी चीजों को देखता है. Nuances, you want to work on nuances, work with Sanjay Leela Bhansali. You want to work on the script, you want to work on a huge big cinema where the canvas is really, I mean, the sky is the limit for the canvas, work
Yeah.
with Sanjay Leela Bhansali. you know then coming to Abhay Thakur is technically the best person I've ever met, no doubts about that. Technically he knows stuff. He knows the workings of the camera, you name it, एलेक्सा हो या आपका सोनी का कोई कैमरा हो या दूसरा कोई कैमरा. He knows how those cameras work, and he knows how to get the best out of the artist by using a camera. And Abhay, that's the reason why, I mean, as you know, you might be knowing,
Yeah.
Enigma, The Fallen Angel, it's a short story actually, but we just missed the Oscars.
Yeah.
वो थोड़ा सा गड़बड़ हो गया because of corona and all those
Yeah.
things happening. But we have won around 157 awards worldwide.
Yeah.
On
So
that film,
even you have
some
won
are
so many awards for it.
yeah, best actor, best director,
Yeah.
best
Yeah.
film.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. So I mean, working with all three of them were completely different experiences, but totally satisfying.
Yeah. Okay. So I was coming to this question next, that which character was most memorable for you in your entire career? I was coming to that next.
Abhishek ji, honestly, all my characters are my children. I cannot distinguish कि ये छोटा है, ये बड़ा है, ये अच्छा है, ये खराब है. No. For every character I portray, मैं उतनी ही मेहनत करता हूँ. I will not, okay, हाँ यार, this is a lesser known character or lesser of a character. He's a child of a lesser god. No. I will put in fact, I'll put 200% in every character I portray. And so it is कि ये अच्छा था, ये खराब था. Yes, but the closest I have been to my character is Anand Bhai. Yes, I can say that.
Okay. So, sir, have you ever played a role that resembles you very closely in real life as well? Have you played any such kind of role?
It's a mixture of me actually. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. There's something, but yes, but I mean, many characters of mine have been close to me,
Yeah.
and they are,
Okay.
because I am portraying them. It is part of me which you are seeing. Say,
Yeah.
like in Krishna Ji Bhatt, Sanjay Leela ji's film,
Yeah.
Bajirao Mastani. I played Krishna Ji Bhatt, and that brought the egoistic side uh, of me. He was able to successfully, bring that to the
Yeah.
forefront. And Munna Bhai MBBS, I was the I would say I was the silent observer of the whole happening, whole event. So yes, at times you have to be silent, and like during a cricket match, sometimes you go silent कि भैया इंडिया हार रही है यार, ठीक है मैच देखते हैं क्या होता है क्या, and then you suddenly have a good score coming up, wicket गिर गई यार, वाह मजा आएगा यार खेल का, no, those things which I am, you
Yeah.
can see in my characters, all my characters. So
Okay.
currently I'm doing Aurangzeb. I'm playing Aurangzeb for Marathi serial,
Yeah.
Swarajya Saudamini Tara Rani, which comes at 7:30 on Sony Marathi channel and Sony Live app. So there I'm able to get my how should I say, my a lot of my frustration,
Hmm.
whatever has built up in me, whatever I've allowed to build up in me, that I'm able to get I get a release for that kind of frustration, and I get to play an old guy from 70 years to 88 years till he died. um he was totally frustrated because Shivaji Maharaj had died. He had killed Aurangzeb, had killed Sambhaji Maharaj, and after that he was not able till he died. I mean, he was not able to get a foothold in Maharashtra, in
Hmm.
Dakhan, as they say, Deccan.
Yeah.
So he was not able to that. He was extremely frustrated about it. I'm able to portray that kind of emotion, which I kind of get it out of me, out of my heart, my brain, my working, and with the help of my technical team, the cameraman, the director, the sound guy, editing, and I'm able to give that. But ultimately, it's
Yeah.
me who has to portray that emotion. So I'm very happy that I'm getting all these chances. I'm
Yeah.
very happy, thank God.
Okay. So one question that people generally ask an actor is how they started their journey. So I want to ask you
Huh?
that as well. How did you start your journey? I mean, how did you get into acting?
It's too long a story, Abhishek ji. It's too long a story, because yeah, truly, because my training started when my mother was 4 years old.
Oh,
My mother was 4 years old. Actually, yes, it's true. I'm telling you, it's too long a story. Okay, let me cut it short for you. My grandpa, my mother's father, used to work with HMV.
yeah.
His master's voice, the recording company. And he had a huge house at Shivaji Park. The hall was so huge, people used to rehearse the plays over there. You know,
Yeah.
play ki rehearsal work. And that at that point of time, there was only films, and there were plays, and there was radio. There was
Hmm.
no television. What used to happen was, वो गणपति का जो उत्सव होता है, गणेश जी आते हैं हम घर
Yeah.
पे, तो उस वक्त मेरी मम्मी जी और मेरे मामा जी, मेरी मौसियां जितनी थी, they used to write their own scripts, direct it, create costumes, give the music as well, lighting भी वही करते थे. एंड वो हॉल में उस घर के हॉल में वो एक शो करते थे फॉर ऑल द डिग्निटरीज. एंड द डिग्निटरीज वर रियल, आई मीन big time dignitaries.
Hmm.
All those big musicians, big singers who used to record at HMV used to come to my grandpa's house.
Okay.
Big writers, big directors. So they were invited for the Ganesh ji ke आइए दर्शन करके जाइए. And what used to happen is these my uncles and my aunts as kids, they had gone through all the training, all the different um, all the different departments of stage, basically stage, and which graduated later on into, when my mother, as she got older, her group was of course Sulba Deshpande is my aunt, my mom's younger sister, Arvind Deshpande, her husband, Kamlakar Sarang, Lalan Sarang, Ratnakar Matkari. All these giants of Marathi stage were her friends and colleagues.
Okay.
Satyadev Dubey, Govind Nihalani, Girish Karnat. These names, I'm not just throwing these names at you. These were the people who used to hold me on their shoulder when my mom was rehearsing. So that is where my training started. When I was a kid, my mom used to take me to her rehearsals, and I used to play around. And वो तो unknowingly, subconsciously, सारी चीजें. And your mom used to go to watch plays. So I was taken to watch plays. Mom, then my aunt Sulba Deshpande, she started Avishkar. That was an organization for parallel, parallel plays, parallel thoughts, I should say, not just plays, parallel thoughts. There was a commercial structure available, very strong commercial structure available. But since I was in this, on the other side, and my father happened to be an ophthalmologist, he said, no, padhai pehle. First you study, and then you do whatever you want to do. So that is how it somehow got restricted, because I did professionally, I did only 2 plays, of which I did only 3 shows. 1 play, 2 shows, and 1 play, 1 show. That is all. But I did a lot of inter-institutional competitions, intercollegiate competitions, inter-bank competitions, then many other mono acting competitions. So that is where that, because I see, ultimately, when it comes to competitions, first prize चाहिए ना boss.
Yeah.
Well, if you are second, you are nobody.
Yeah. Right.
चाहिए तो first prize ही चाहिए.
Yeah.
So that's how that fighting spirit, thinking on the feet, that came to be in me. And slowly things happened when television was in its neonascent stage, in black and white television. Those were the days when I was in school. And Bhakti Barve, you must be knowing Bhakti Barve, Shafi ji's wife, Shafi Nanda's wife.
Yeah.
So she used to have a children's program on black and white television at that point of time. I was in my 5th standard, maybe. And for all the requirements of children, for maybe Bhakti auntie, maybe Sahi Paranspe, or Govind ji, Govind Nihalani, they all used to, okay, hello, Bachutai, please, तुम्हारे बेटे को जरा Bachutai. My mom used to be called Bachutai by the whole industry. So Bachutai, please, आपके बेटे को जरा इधर लेके आना है, डबिंग करना है. एक बच्चे का डबिंग है, कुछ नहीं, 4-6 लाइनें हैं, लेकिन तो I was taken along. So my training, so because it's because of my mom that my training started at a very, very, very early stage. And that's how it slowly graduated into films and television. And then, first it was only the black and white television. Then the color television happened. Everything started going beautifully colored. And then there was cable TV as in your different channels started appearing.
Yeah.
And now it's this beautiful OTT platforms.
OTT.
I mean, they
Yeah.
have,
Right.
yeah. So it's been a, yes, it's been a long journey, but it's been a very, very, very contented journey.
Okay. So you have a movie coming up on 4th of Feb, which is Law of
Yeah.
Love, I think. And tell us about the character you're playing in that movie.
I'm playing a very possessive father of the heroine. That is
Okay.
the one line of that character,
Okay.
wherein, possessive, adamant, strong-headed. Plus, he has the money, so he thinks he has the power to get things done, and that's how he says, "Sorry, boss, it's my way or the highway. So you don't cross me, because if you cross me, then I'll get angry, and if I get angry, you won't like it."
Yeah. Yeah. I
Uh,
was just,
I was able to grow up with television, and then when those pay channels came up, so it was there. And now the OTT, so good fun. I mean, it's great being an actor.
okay. So actually, unfortunately, we are running short on time, so we have to cut it here now. Anyways, it has been really fun talking to you. So we look forward to seeing you again here sometime. Uh, Thank you so much, sir, to end it all. It was lovely
Thank
chatting to
you,
you.
thank you.
It was lovely chatting to
Bye.
you, sir. Bye bye.
Same with me, Abhishek.
Okay, 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 sir. Take care. Bye bye. Yeah.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye, sir.